Now, this is what I genuinely don't understand. Why Prydwen has Cyrene in their mouth so hard. And then you even went to the link. So putting Cyrene down in tier 0.5 with Braun XP soul sucking horror. Look, Glazer 9000, bro. The biggest pump fake in Cyrene is finally here, guys, and I'm curious to see if Cyrene pump faked Prydwen because, well, as you know from the title and thumbnail, guys, we are going over the Prydwen.gg tier list today to see where they play Cyrene at, where the other characters move to, and honestly, where they think the meta is currently at. The first thing I want to know here, guys, is we finally do have the partner tag and we do have the change log here, which we're going to go over both of these topics today. I don't necessarily want to go over the change logs too much. I do want to go over this new partner ranking here because apparently they're using partners as criteria now or fitting that in some way, shape, or form. So, number one here, guys, we have support DPS the Herda. The characters below have their support DPS category rating solely determined on base of their ability of this main DPS right here. So literally all their ratings are dependent on whatever the Herda is doing. Okay, so that's going to be Anaxa, Argenti, Serval, Archer with Sparkle, Hysolent, Kafka. Okay, so both of these characters not mutually exclusive to one another, but when paired with Kafka, Hysolence, and Black Swan in the sub-DPS category, I'm assuming, or maybe just the partner category, I'm assuming, or what they're using there. Aglia, Jingyuan, Sunday, March 7th, Evernight, Blade, and Castris are going into Castris. So both of their support DPS ratings are dependent on Castris. Oridra with Fanusi, Anaxa, Maide, and Archer, and then Cyrene with Cryos Airs. Okay, good to hear. Now we need to hop into the... Oh my god. I think I might throw up, guys. Really? Oh no. There ain't no fucking way you left the Ridge up here in tier 0 and put Cyrene in tier 0.5. That shit's so fucking... Okay, we have to hop into... We have to talk about it, guys. We have to talk about it. Was there any movement? Did they make any adjustments at all? Because Memory of Chaos has already came out. Did they make any other changes here? Okay. They did... Oh, okay, Don. Well, no. All they added was her. Oh my god. We have to make a whole new Memory Chaos tier list, guys, because they obviously are too lazy to fucking do it. And we're actually going to be doing this a little bit different than normal, guys. As you see, we are not covering off-meta characters anymore. If I believe a character should be coming up from off-meta into the meta, we will mention it. But I just think they're kind of irrelevant to talk about because we're genuinely not using them in battle. And honestly, you're probably most of the time not even using a lot of these characters. I get some people are using these characters in tier 1.5 and 2, but most people aren't using this. And honestly, a lot of players aren't even using tier 1. Most of the time, players are using tier 0 to tier 0.5 to clear content, and that's the main things they care about. So let's start off with the bottom of our leaderboard here first, guys. I want to cover the first 3 tiers here in tier 1, tier 1.5, tier 2, and then after that, we'll be covering tier 0.5 to tier 0, which is the true meta characters. So let's take a crack at the sustains characters first in this category, guys. Prydwen being here, I think, is absolutely acceptable. I don't think that there's... You know what, though? I actually kind of disagree in the fact that I think that she probably should be up here. Now, hear me out on this, guys. The reason I think she should be up here is because she does offer some utility, or more utility than what Luocha can offer. Luocha, for me, is offering a decent base for characters like Castris, right? Or offering a decent base for any healing type character. So I would think of characters like Maide here, right? But something that Fushuan offers that maybe these characters don't is maybe being able to run on a team with Acheron. Now, Acheron's kind of fucking wash. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that she's not right now. But I will say, overall, usability, she can actually somewhat work on teams with, like, a Castris, right? I'm not saying that it's the best in the slot. I'm not even saying that you even should necessarily use it. But she's the only preservation character in the game that has that can be used on that team because she does offer some form of healing. She also has damage mitigation, meaning she doesn't have a shield up, meaning you can still damage yourselves in your HP effectively with her. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and talk about our support category. Now, number one thing I would like to mention here, guys, actually a little bit of a metagaming take into the future here, guys. I think that we will see a little bit of a resurgence of Miss Fugue here, going up to tier, tier 1 right here. And I think we will probably see HMC maybe moving up a tier, possibly 2 as well. Not sure on the exactities of that, if that's even a word. But I do think we can maybe possibly see them move up a tier. If anything, I think that in the next patch, whenever we get Constance, that is apparently supposed to be helping out with break teams, I do think we maybe see a little bit of a resurgence of these characters, just because I think break will be back more in the forefront of the meta. So I think we can see a definite increase of these two. I'm not sure how high that increase will be and how much that increase will be, but for right now, I'm moving these two characters up. And with this being said as well, guys, I think these are are all good across the board. I have no complaints about these three up here. Now let's move on to more of our support DPS. Obviously, we did get a crack at getting a free Taupe ass. Now, this is obviously dependent on E0. I'm not going to touch on this too much, but I will say her E1 does bring her value up quite a bit, meaning if you already had Topaz, you used your free character to get an extra Topaz to get an Eidolon for her, she's going to work a lot better than she works right now, just because of the extra damage you're able to provide for your follow-up teams. Now, with that being said, follow-up teams aren't really the best things in the world right now. And with that also being said, I think this is completely fair to have March 7th move down here. I think it's fair to have this move down here and this move down here. Actually, I take that back. This is this current MOC we're talking about. I think for this particular MOC, I think we do move her up one tier. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say to move her up a bunch, right? With the final boss being the assassin man, I can't think of his name right now, that goes zoom, 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 and puts his little minions out. I do think Herta can work out a little bit more efficiently than maybe someone like Serval can and maybe someone like Argenti can on a team specifically with the Herta. So for that reason, I am moving her up to tier 1 for this current patch. These characters right here, though, I don't think any of these characters move up. None's breaking the Apex character in this tier, in my opinion, right now. And I have maybe what is the hottest take you have ever heard when we get over to this category, guys. I'm gonna buck with you, 100% with you. This MOC showed me something. And what it showed me was Jingliu, type advantage on her side, does not deserve to be up here. Acheron, type advantage on her side, in some cases, does not deserve to be up here. Both these characters move down. Hell, even Baldy Blady Sadie, brother, move his ass down there too. None of these characters deserve to be up in tier 1. I think Fei Xiao still can compete. I think Yunli can compete up here, but I think these three characters are absolutely tumble-fucked and washed when it comes to the current MOC we have in the game right now. So for that matter, we're moving them the fuck down. Now, in terms of these other characters here, we have Booty Hill, we have Firefly, and then we have Rappa Bistapa. Like I mentioned before, guys, with these characters, I think that probably one of these characters, I would say probably Firefly, maybe gets the 3.8 buff with the release of Constance being added to the game, which is apparently supposed to be helping break, like I said before. I think we probably do see an increase of Firefly next patch. That's my weather forecast for you guys. She is on the come up. Yes, sir. So I think we move her up in terms of next patch. Everyone else here, I don't know. And I've also heard rumors that maybe Firefly gets a buff. If Firefly gets a buff, maybe that also pushes her up further as well. But that's all I have to mention now in terms of the meta characters. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into our top tier, our Apex characters, starting off with our sustained characters first. Now, do I honestly believe that Danny deserves to be up here? Do I believe that Miss Hyacin deserves to be up here? I still think Hyacin probably clears content better than Danny does. I'm not going to move him down just because of how good he is. I will say, though, I think he is worse, in my opinion, than Hyacin's here. So I'm moving him to the back of the row here. I'm actually going to be putting Kurt as the #1 contender up here. But I think he is better than every single one of the other tier 0.5 sustains that we have. All these are good here. I don't really have any gripes with that. I was thinking about putting Hua Hua up, but if we're going to compare healer to healer, like, she does give good energy out, that's for sure. But with the current meta not really needing as much energy, like Castros doesn't need energy, Cyrene doesn't need energy, like, what the fuck is the point of moving her up? Now, God damn, I didn't want to talk about this here because support category, it's copium. It's copium. It's real bad. It's real freaking bad. Now, this is what I genuinely don't understand. Why Prydwen has Cyridra's cock in their mouth so hard. It used to be with Bronya, and to a degree, they still do have Bronya's cock in their mouth. Don't get me wrong, 100%. There is no shot you're putting Cyridra in tier 0. When Cyrene just got added to the game, she has an eyeball on her already, and she has the partner tag. Both have a partner tag, as a matter of fact. But with that being said, you're telling me that Cyridra, that genuinely has 2 best in slot partners. I don't give a fuck what they said about My Day being there. I don't care about them putting Archer there either. Because if we're taking a look at both My Day's most used teams and Archer's most used teams, do you know who I don't see on either one of these lists? I don't see Cyridra. So what is this glaze that Cyridra is getting here in the partner tag saying that, oh, well, Cyridra has enough teammates to avoid the partner tag in theory. Okay, she has enough teammates to be the fucking have the partner tag in theory. These fucking people aren't even using her. Like, what? You're going to a fucking team that has a 0.007% usage rate, and then doesn't have Cyridra in the team. Any of these teams don't have Cyridra in the team. It's beyond me. She's not like the best in slot for these teams. If anything, the best in slot for the teams is Fine-Nut and Anaxa. Let's read on some more though. But unlike the characters, she's close to non-functional outside of these characters. No shit. Fine-Nut and Anaxa are the most common beneficials. Yes, Archer can also make use of it. Well, I mean, it's sustain list 3 to 4. Who the fuck's using that? Who is using that? Okay, look. Finally, my day post Cyrene also appreciates Cyrene, but when Cyrene is present, so she needs Cyrene to be fucking work there. This is the glaze I'm talking about. There is unknown amounts of glaze for Cyrene here, guys. And then even went to the link. So putting Cyrene down in tier 0.5 with Brawn bitch SP soul sucking whore fucking glaze 9000, bro. Oh, but look at this. Cryosairs, like Cyrene, Cyrene technically works with a wide range of units. You know who Cyrene works for, guys? She works for 4 characters at the best. At the worst, 2 characters. Do you know who Cyrene works with? I'll give you some time to answer. Bing, 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 bing. Fucking 10 over 10 people. Cyrene works with over 10 fucking people. You're gonna sit here and tell me that, like Cyrene technically works with a wide range of characters, all the cryos 0, but I'm telling you, she's completely useless, justifying her partner tag. They work with those people! That is literally almost every character from 3.0. I do not get the glaze. Genuinely, guys, do not get it. Okay, yes, we get it. Cyrene's useless, but who the fuck's not using a 3.x character in this day and age, especially for a DPS? I don't fucking know, guys. And the audacity that they have to put Cyrene that works with 4 people at the top of the little wheelchair list because she works so well with, Anaxa, find on here. Do you know who fucking Cyrene works with best in slot? Arguably the best DPS in the game. Oh my god. Wait, what else? What? Oh my god, Anaxa's coming into the fold here too. Oh my god, don't even say it. Fine on too. She works with all of these characters. Oh wait, she also works for Aglia. Oh wait, she also works for My Day. Oh my god, the fucking numbers just keep stacking, Mason. The numbers are stacking. But it doesn't in there. She also works with the best slot support in the game in Remembrance MC. Oh, but it doesn't in there either, guys. She also works here too. Oh, what else doesn't there? She's there. She works. Guys, Cyrene provides a buff. I don't like Cyrene. I made it. She's a pump fake. She's a fucking pump fake. I think she is good right now. If she's gonna fall down the rankings and tiers faster than Brax fell out of the HSR community, guys, it is going to happen. It is going to happen fast. And you're not gonna sit here and tell me that Cyrene, this stupid little bitch, is gonna be up here all the way in tier 0, but she can be so freaking cool on the terms of Sunday, which works with almost every. Do you see the partner tag with him? No. Do you see a partner tag with Remembrance MC? No. Do you see a partner tag with Trivy? No. You want to know why? Because they are universally acceptable. They work in the best on slot teams. Get this stupid little bitch out of here, bro. I have said it time and time again. You move this stupid bitch down here. If you want to give her the partner tag with the little up arrow, that's fine. Put that on there and put her down here in the fucking this meta character because she's a meta character. Don't get me wrong, but she's kerfuckled to 2 teams. If we're gonna put Apex characters, in my opinion, are the characters that work super well and work super well across multiple different teams. Cyrene right now has that moniker because she literally, Cyrene only buffs 1 character. Cyrene can buff the whole fucking goddamn team with specialized buffs for each one of those goddamn characters. Don't sit here and glaze her up because, Cyrene's so cool. No shot. You move Cyrene up here because that's where Cyrene deserves to be right now. She's gonna fall off a cliff soon. Don't mark my words, she will. She does not deserve to be where she's currently at. And get Bronny's bitch ass down here too, bro. You are out of your goddamn mind putting fucking this bitch fucking above the fucking Silver Wolf here or Jiao Cho here. Move her bitch ass down too. I fucking hate it here. That fucking bird that I hate, I swear to God, dude, this is so I am so tired of this original glaze. And honestly, you could leave Cyrene in tier 0.5 and give her the partner up tag. I am completely fine with that as well, but to have the audacity to keep Cyrene down here and then keep Cyrene where she's at, you're out of your fucking mind. You're off your gourd. She is not an Apex character. She's a meta character. You know who's an Apex character? Cyrene, because she works across multiple teams. I've said it multiple times. And the amount of times I've said that is the amount of teams that she fucking works with, okay? She works with that many fucking teams, okay? Anyways, hopping into the next category now, which is support DPS. I agree here. I have no qualms, no gripes. I do have one gripe. As a matter of fact, I take it back. We move this down. I think that Doc does struggle in this current meta if we're talking about E0S1. With that being said, though, I think that's all that I have to mention here on this turn. Now, let's go over to the tier 0 category because, oh, great heavens. So what I want to do here first, guys, is I want to bring up this right here. This is from Prydwen. This is from the wolf's mouth right here, guys. If I were to say where this is at, because I don't think this is necessarily accurate right now, I would probably move Hysolence down a little bit. I don't know how far to move her down right now. I also don't think that probably both of these characters deserve to be where they're at either. Definitely don't. He doesn't deserve to be up here. These other characters, I don't know about that one either. I think that, you know, anyone under a 5% usage rate is really hard to track because no one's fucking using the character. So with that being said, guys, let's hop into tier 0.5 first, starting off with the Herda. Now, the Herda actually does kind of struggle just a little bit, in my opinion. I don't think it's enough to move her down here because I do think she's still pretty solid. So I'll be keeping her in tier 0.5 for now. Same thing for my day as well. I genuinely don't have too many gripes with this. One thing I do have a gripe with is actually, I have been a fucking Aglia hater since the day she came out because I feel like she has not functioned properly without having like a lot of things on the team, right? And I still think that's the case. But I think with the release of Cyrene, she actually becomes much better. I, in my personal opinion, am going to be moving Missy Moo Aglia up to tier 0. I think she deserves that. I genuinely do. That also being said, as we move Kafka down, I am also moving Hysolence down as well. I think Hysolence is still great. I don't think she's tier 0 right now. I think you could swap these out because Cyrene literally helps out Aglia so much she deserves to be up here. Saber probably deserves to be up here too. Saber's been carrying me on my alt account, and I really don't have much on the alt account. I'm literally using a Saber team right now, completing shit in like 3 to 4 cycles with, I think, a Ruan May Remembrance MC, and then like a Hwah on the team. So like, it's not like the best team in the world, not the worst team in the world either, but still kind of working out there, considering she's not even using her best in slot team. I think Finon still works up here. I think he does out diff the damage that they do down here. With that being said, though, I really don't think that Anaxa as a solo sustain or solo DPS deserves to be up here. I think he moves down. And the reason I'm putting him down here is because he's at a 3.66 ratio right now. Oh, I guess their data is not going to be reflecting Cyrene. So with them already being so close in relation right now, I think that honestly, this Aglia right here probably moves up a couple tiers. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. While yes, Cyrene does work with him, I still think that you get more benefit out of someone like Aglia, considering how close in comparison they were. I think Aglia gets a bigger buff out of Cyrene. They were already pretty close in terms of that solo DPS, just them being the main DPS on the team. And I feel strong enough about moving him down to the tier 0.5. Still good in my opinion, but moving him down. Also for Archer as well, I think we move Archer down to tier 0.5 here as well. Well, yes, I think a 7.42 cycle ratio is pretty good. I think the problem lies in the current MOC endgame that we have. I don't think that really this current endgame really benefits him that much. Genuinely, I don't think that if we're going to put him against the Quantum stage, with Flame Reaver being there, you really want a lot more AoE attacks, in my opinion, to really go against Flame Reaver to kill his like side mobs and stuff like that. But I feel like he kind of falters in that regard facing him. I also feel like in terms of the other side here, he doesn't really work well over here either against the Icar Man, because you want to be taking out side mobs there too. I really can't, in my right mind, keep, you know, Archer where he currently is at, because I think he's kind of faltering a little bit in the current endgame. Now, this is a jumbled ass list, and I think that Saridger Glaze is honestly fucking ridiculous. Like, the glaze on her, I just don't know why they glaze her so much. She is the epitome of ass, in my opinion. Now, she is good in her team she's good in, but Cyrene is good on the team she's good in. She performs better on 90% of those teams than Cyrene does, and she has more options to run with in this current meta. Not to say she's not going to fall off a fucking cliff later on, but this is not calculating for later on. I showed you my blue calculations for later on, and just the ones I wanted to mention. This is right now. Out of your fucking mind. You're a Copium, Prydwen. Get it the fuck together, bro. Damn, I see why Brax left now. He couldn't deal with the Copium either. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for me. You're probably gonna hate this video, but I love you. I still love you. Bye, guys. See you later. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like the video as well if you liked it, and bye. Bye.